Before we break for lunch and other festivities this weekend, I have the great honor of making a special presentation this morning. And I hold the person I'm recognizing very close to my heart, so bear with me. For those parents who've had the occasion to sit in on their son's classes here at Salisbury, you may have noticed your son thanking his teacher at the end of the lecture. The tradition of saying thank you is very much an important part of the Salisbury culture. And it's a nice tradition. It speaks well of our boys. And the truth is, none of us know where it started. I ask the faculty this all the time, but no one really, it just kind of started happening one day. A student said thank you to a teacher, and another followed, and now it's a tradition. There's no question that we recognize and are deeply grateful for the gifts that we are given here at Salisbury. Gifts for our enjoyment, for our intellectual nourishment, and for our overall development into young men of confidence, talent, and wisdom. Great teachers, great coaches, wise mentors, thoughtful and caring adults help our boys become who they want to be. The very best versions of themselves. You've probably heard me say that before. And assembling such a great faculty and staff to guide our students is critically important. Critically important. It takes thought and vision. Great schools are built with unique and inspired missions. They have distinctive cultures like ours here on the Hilltop, where we focus solely on boys and how boys best learn. Building character and creating able, resilient young men. That's our mission. That's our mission. Equipping schools with exceptional facilities helps too. Buildings like the one in which we sit this morning. It takes years for all this to come to fruition, but it's a labor of love. And the truth is, it never feels like work. And builders never let up or rest on their laurels because they know that institutions like Salisbury are living things. They're constantly evolving. Now, every now and then, one of us, we may take a breath and marvel what has been accomplished. But that moment never lasts for long because the builder is constantly driven to making it better and stronger. That's the Salisbury way. We focus on getting better and stronger each and every day. This morning, I'd like to take a moment to say thank you to a teacher and a mentor who has touched the lives of everyone on this hilltop for decades. He is the builder of whom I speak this morning. His uncommon devotion to Salisbury School has made a truly indelible mark on this community for years and years and years to come. I'm speaking, of course, of the gentleman sitting in front of me, the chairman of the board of Salisbury School, Michael Sylvester, class of 1959. For more than 30 years, he has served as a trustee of the school, his alma mater. And in that time, under his watchful eye and with his wisdom, this school has undergone an incredible transformation. For the past 15 years, he has served as the chairman of the Board of Trustees, a role which he is passing along to colleague Lee Spencer later this spring. But the list of accomplishments that took place under his watch is stunning. The campus has undergone important enhancements: Ward Dormitory, the farmhouse, the Child's Neighborhood, this beautiful athletic center, the Curtis Boathouse, the Wachmeister Turf Field, and others were all constructed during the past 15 years. Other notable successes are the completion of a $108 million capital campaign, which raised important endowment funds for scholarship and teaching chairs and teaching fellowships, and fortified the financial foundation and stability of the school. In addition, vital programs such as campus and residential life programs, the leadership program, and the entrepreneurial studies program were all created with his encouragement. So much of what we enjoy today at Salisbury is the result of innovative and inspired leadership. These last 15 years have truly been something to behold. Michael, you are a Salisbury warrior. Extolling the virtues of the Salisbury education to all who will listen, on planes and trains, in the streets of New York, Cleveland, Ohio, the slopes of Vail, wherever you go and everywhere in between, he never stops selling the Salisbury dream. And he carries, and I have one with me, He carries this quick facts book in his pocket. He usually has 5 or 10 of them. And so on an airplane or in a train station or on the streets of New York, he'll say, have you heard of Salisbury School? You have a son. This is the place for your son. He never stops selling. That's how proud of his school he is. I've never met anyone with more raw enthusiasm or charisma. This is truly your school. Now there's a little secret I'll share today, and I just looked at him, so I know I'm telling the truth. It's not uncommon for Michael to get a little teary-eyed when he talks about his love for Salisbury. And after all, as he said yesterday to us all, it is truly seared on his heart. Thank you. Thank you, Michael. Your uncommon devotion and your enduring love has made us better and stronger. From the youngest third former to the eldest faculty staff member and everyone in between, from parents, from alumni, and from all the many, many thousands of friends that are associated with this school, thank you. And now I'd like to show a quick video segment. If we could turn off the lights, there are a couple others that'd like to say thank you as well. You know, when I look back over my 25 years at Salisbury, one of the most meaningful aspects of that 25 years is the relationship, both personal and professional, that I've had with Michael Sylvester. He is an incredible partner in helping run this school. He is a dear, dear friend. He's like having a second father. He means that much to me, and I could never, ever thank him enough for his love, his support, his wisdom, and his friendship. Thank you, Michael.
Michael, these 8 years have been an absolute privilege working with you and Chiz and the entire Salisbury community. I could not have asked as the Director of Development for anything better than to have a salesman, and perhaps the best salesman I've ever met, sitting on top of the board of trustees, leading the way in the For the Boys campaign. 8 years ago, you and I looked at a very special piece of Western art hanging in a very special place, and you came up with the phrase, "No valleys, only peaks," and that's the way we've lived it for these past 8 years. So thanks again for all you've done for Salisbury. It's been great working with you.
Michael, I want to say thank you to you for all you've done for Salisbury School and the future of Salisbury School. And I feel like it stems from your time on the Hilltop and your commitment to your brothers in the class of 1959. And the fact that you come back for all the important occasions and you support our boys in their education and their character development and all the things that you've brought to Salisbury School. Things like the Campus Life program and the Entrepreneurial Studies program, things that you're committed to in your life and that you care to share with us. And we just want to say thank you. And the brotherhood of Salisbury School lives on and is going to prosper thanks to all you've done.
15 years ago, when we first started our journey into this, we had a lot to learn. And now I believe we set the standard for the industry, and that is in large part due to all of your efforts and certainly your leadership. So thank you very much.
Well, Michael, you are a rock. It has been such an awesome experience working with you as a trustee and friend. Your love and energy for Salisbury has been truly inspirational. You've been so generous of your time to the boys, faculty, administration, and trustees. Thank you for all you've done. Bill and I will miss you.
It's been fabulous to work with Michael on the board as a trustee, with the Alumni Association, in kind of all facets of Salisbury. Michael has been a mentor, I think, to so many people at Salisbury School, certainly to me, and certainly to everybody that has tried to serve Salisbury in a meaningful way. That's where Michael has differentiated himself more so than maybe anybody else in the history of Salisbury School. He gives of himself, his time, his resources, his wisdom, and his leadership to make Salisbury School the best place that it possibly can be. So I just want to say thank you to my friend Michael Sylvester. Thanks for your leadership. Thanks for your guidance, and thanks for everything you've done for Salisbury School.
Loyalty and honor, Sarah, we thy sons now pledge thee, service and devotion, Sarah, that thy name be worthy. Him we sow our purpose mold, devout as knights who fought of old, staunch as they to God thy honor, true in act and motive, faith that never falters, brothers, hope and charity. Father, for our school we pray thee, build it to thy glory, that we by thy help may keep it strong and pure and lovely. Him we sow our purpose bold, devout as knights who fought of old, staunch as they to God thy honor, true in act and motive, faith that never falters, brothers, hope and charity.
Hello, I am King Arthur, and these are my knights of the Round Table. Patsy, where's my script? Ah, yes. Pardon me. Very long. Knights of Salisbury, otherwise known as Knights of Sarah, assembled guests and fair maidens, we are gathered this day in the forest of Salisbury, on the plain of Connecticut, for a very special purpose. Our King Chisholm Chandler the First, from time to time bestows upon a deserving member of our serum the honorary title, "That's a Knight." And throughout this land and far beyond, that individual is lauded, revered, and otherwise honored by one and all. As we all know, the word of King Chandler is the final and absolute word in this realm called the Hilltop. No one else's word is as final and absolute as King Chandler's, except mine. For I am King Arthur of Spamalot. Today, by the decree of King Chandler, and with the full support and affirmation of all the knights of Salisbury, both past and present, we are here to honor for the ages a knight who has exhibited boundless loyalty and honor, spanning 7 decades from the ye old 1950s to this very day. I ask that Michael, Sylvester, rise and join King Chandler.
On this day, May 14, 2016, it is my honor and extreme pleasure to recognize your countless acts of leadership, loyalty, and honor that have helped make Salisbury School the nationally and internationally recognized leader in all boys education that it is today. Your guidance and service have made Salisbury a better place and each of us a better person in service to Salisbury and to each other. In recognition of your many gifts of time, talent, and treasure and service, given so freely over so many years, we are pleased to honor you, Michael S. Sylvester, Salisbury Class of 1959, Chairman, Salisbury School Board of Trustees, Knight of the Millennium. That's a knight.
Well, good morning, Sarah. You are all knights of the realm, and I'm pleased to be here today. But look, who can't love a place like this? We have knights, we have kings, we have leaders, and we have people that love Salisbury. You can't help it that. And when the points that David make are so true, I would just add passion, because passion weaves through us, and as Dutch says, I'm a salesman. It's real easy to be a salesman here. It's real easy to sell the best product possible. And so I just ask the students here to think about Salisbury, be passionate about it, because if you do, you will unleash remarkable potential. You give back. But what you give, you get back in spades. And I look at everyone here, and we're here because we love Salisbury. We're here because, as David said, it touched us. And it's touched me deeply. Just told everybody to go. But knights are passionate, knights care. And so I am just thanking you, all of you, from our students to our staff, and to anyone who has been touched by Salisbury. God bless, and thank you so much.
Michael's going to be our graduation speaker on Friday, June 3rd. And everyone here obviously is more than welcome to attend that ceremony as we say goodbye to this wonderful class of 2016, many of whom are right next to me on the stage this morning. So thank you all for being here. Lunch is going to be served in the dining room. The 50th reunion luncheon is at the headmaster's house. Have a great, great day.